If your input is 2, your output is a sub 2, etc. So basically, हमने ये कह दिया, so basically a function whose domain, so the domain of the function a, what can I write here? And you can please turn on your mics if you want to reply to me. It's okay. आप mic से जवाब दे दें so that we can do this a little quickly. What can I write for the domain of A, where A is a sequence?
All real numbers.
नहीं, I'm sorry, अभी तो मैंने गलती से बोल दिया था, लेकिन I corrected myself. What is a sequence? A sequence is by definition a function whose domain is the set of
natural numbers.
natural numbers. So the domain of a sequence is the set of natural numbers, and the range of the sequence or the function A is basically just this set. जिनको हम terms of the sequence कहते हैं. So this is the range. Now, we're going to look at special kinds of sequences today. So the first kind is what we call an arithmetic sequence. If the terms of a sequence take the form a plus d, a plus 2d, and then a plus 3d, and so on, we call this special sequence an arithmetic sequence. This a is called the first term of the sequence, first term, and this number d is called the common difference. And you can see that each term differs from the previous or succeeding term by this common difference d. So what is the nth term? A sub
A
n.
plus n.
A plus क्या
A
होगा?
plus n minus 1d.
Yes. तो पहला तो आपका a है ना. जब nth term आपने find करना होगा, तो for every subsequent terms you will add d to a. So for the nth term you will add d n minus 1 times to a. So is this clear?
Miss, इसको please repeat कर दें.
अच्छा, तो आपके पास पहली term क्या है? a1 is just a. Say you want to find a sub 2, that's a plus d. And then a sub 3 is a plus 2d. So when you want to find the nth term, how many times will you have to add d to the first term a?
N
You'll
minus
have
1.
n minus 1 times. ठीक है? अच्छा, so as an example, say for a given arithmetic sequence, you know that the first term is 2 and that the common difference denoted by d is 3. So, and you're asked to find the terms of the sequence and as well as the nth term. So what does the sequence look like? The first term is 2. The second term is 2 plus 3, 5. The third term is 5 plus 3, 8. And then the fourth term is 8 plus 3, 11, and so on and so forth. The nth term will be 2 plus n minus 1 times d, which is 3 in this case, which is 2 plus 3n minus 3, and this is 3n minus 1. Is this clear? Now, another example is, let's consider the sequence. This is an arithmetic sequence. 9, 4, whose terms are given by 9, 4, minus 1, minus 6, and so on. Now, what is the first term here? What is A?
N.
It's 9.
Oh, sorry, 9.
Yes. And sorry, excuse me for my handwriting. So, and what is the common difference?
5.
5.
Is it 5 or
Minus
what?
5.
It's minus 5. Thank you. It's minus 5. So to find the common difference, you would subtract any two term. मतलब this you would subtract, or चलिए आप कोई भी term ले, and then you would subtract from it the immediately preceding term. So here, आप 4 minus 9 करेंगे, you'll get minus 5. This is D. This is D. Or you could do minus 6 minus 1, and this would be minus 6 plus 1, which is minus 5, and this is also D. Is this clear to everyone? So to find D, D will always be, you can take any term and subtract from it the immediately preceding term, and you will find D. Okay? Acha, now let's consider an extremely simple sequence, which is also an arithmetic sequence. So I didn't discuss this example with you last time. I should have. It's basically just the natural numbers themselves. So the sequence of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the input is also the natural numbers, and the output is also, this is the identity function basically. So this is not only a sequence, it's also an arithmetic sequence. And what is A here? 1. What is D here?
1.
1. And what is the nth term, the formula for the nth term? So you want, it's basically A plus n minus 1 times D, right? And here you have, you know what A is, 1. G?
तो ए आंसर होगा इसका 1
Uh,
1
N will be the answer.
The answer is n, that's correct. लेकिन अगर आपने फॉर्मूला से करना हो तो कैसे करेंगे?
ए की जगह 1 आ जाएगा और एन भी आई थिंक 1 है तो नहीं
n
एन
नहीं
हमने
है,
निकाला ओके डी 1 है
T की जगह
D1. हाँ जी, D की
हाँ
जगह 1 आएगा, और आपके पास n minus 1 times ही आप D को ऐड करते हैं, no matter what kind of, what sequence, what arithmetic sequence you're considering. The general formula never changes. So you just replace A by 1, and then D is also 1. So this is a 1. मतलब मैं लिखूं ना लिखूं, it's the same thing, but this was just for your understanding. And then you have, so this is n basically, and you could have seen that, well, that was obvious, right? You know that the nth term of the sequence will be n, the number n, because this is the identity function. We're considering the sequence of natural numbers, which is also an arithmetic sequence. Is this clear? Okay, so
Yes.
there's this another example. The 11th term of an arithmetic sequence is 52, and the 19th term is 92. Find the 1000th term. So we have an arithmetic sequence, and I'm just writing AS for short. The 11th term, so A11 is 52. And before I write 52 on the right-hand side, what is the general formula for the 11th term? What is how do you find it? Using the first term?
n minus 1 d
हाँ
a
जी, तो
plus
11,
10.
हाँ जी, A plus 10D, exactly. So we're just using the formula A plus n minus 1 times D. And this is, in this case, because n is 11, we write 10 in place of n minus 1D. So this is n, right? And this is equal to, this is given to us. Okay, so actually, you know what? I might be confusing some of you. So let me just write the statement of the example. So the 11th term of an arithmetic sequence is 52, and the 19th term is 92. Find the 1000th term. Achha. So we're given A11, which is, as we just wrote down a minute ago, is A plus 10D equals 52. And we know that A 19, which is A plus 18D, is 92. And we have two unknowns, A and D, the first term and the common difference. And we have two equations. So you can subtract, say, the first equation from the second. And what do you get? 8D equals 40. So D equals 40 divided by 8, which is 5. And then if you put, substitute the value of D in any one of these two equations, you can find the corresponding value of A. तो अगर पहले में अगर हम D की value 5 डालें तो A plus 50 equals 52. So A equals 2. Is this clear?
Yes.
Acha. If any one of you has questions, you can just ask. You can turn on your mic or you can write something in the chat.
मैम ये D के K-1 आपने क्या लिखा है?
किधर? K minus ऊपर? अच्छा, ये तो मैंने आपको बताया था कि कॉमन डिफरेंस आप किस तरह फाइंड कर सकते हैं कि आप कोई भी टर्म लें. मैंने आपको दो एग्जांपल्स दी थी. आपने सेकंड टर्म माइनस द फर्स्ट टर्म किया हियर. दिस इज द सेकंड टर्म माइनस द फर्स्ट टर्म. और इधर k होगा यानी कि A2 माइनस A1 किया. और इधर आपने ये जो है फोर्थ टर्म माइनस द थर्ड टर्म किया. सो k would be 4 here, so this would be A4 minus A3. ठीक है.
मैम A K-1 सेकंड टर्म नहीं होगा और A के फर्स्ट टर्म नहीं होगा?
नहीं, एक k अगर फर्स्ट टर्म है देन एक k plus 1 will be the second term. नंबर बढ़ रहा होता है. So this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the step 80 equals 40? How do you do this?
Yeah, I subtracted, if this is equation 1 and equation 2, I just did this. Equation 2 minus equation 1. So left hand side पे आपके पास क्या आता है? A minus A, which is 0. 18D minus 10D is 8D. अच्छा, इसको ऐसे लिखते हैं. 8D और 92 minus 52 equals 40. ठीक है. ये जिसने सवाल पूछा था, चूंकि मुझे नाम नहीं नजर आ रहे, आप प्लीज बता दें. कैन यू कंफर्म whether you've understood this now or not?
He's saying okay.
Okay, thank you. अच्छा, अब हम back to the example. So we now know what the first term is and what the common difference D is. And we want to find the 1000th term. उसको notation में हम A sub 1000 लिखेंगे, and we know this is given by the formula A, which is the first term, plus 1000 minus 1 times D. So we just substitute the values we found in the first step, and that's 1000 minus 1 into 5. So you could write 999 if you'd like, लेकिन मुझे आसानी इसमें लग रही है कि you just इसमें, but it's up to you, it doesn't matter. So what is the answer? So that's the 1000th term. ठीक है. Now if this is clear, I'm going to start partial sums of an arithmetic sequence. The partial sum of जो nth partial sum हमने consider किया था या we looked at last time, उसको अब extend करेंगे to arithmetic sequences.
क्लियर है।
Okay. So now so this is basically the same concept as the nth partial sum. आप nth partial sum भी कह सकते हैं. It's the same thing. So we saw that last time that the nth partial sum of a sequence, any sequence, so not necessarily an arithmetic sequence, is just by definition the sum of the first n terms. ठीक है? And in sigma notation, we said this was the sum of the terms a sub I, where I varies from 1 to n. So what happens is that when you're considering an arithmetic sequence,
एक
this
क्वेश्चन था
जी एक second, let me just finish the sentence. When you're considering an arithmetic sequence, this expression takes a very nice form. The nth partial sum assumes a nice form. आप उसको easily find कर सकते हैं. जी अब बताइए.
ये ऊपर n लिखा है उसकी जगह हम लोग i क्यों नहीं लिख सकते ऊपर जो n लिखा है.
I तो आपका इंडेक्स वेरिएबल है ना. I की वैल्यू चेंज हो रही है और n is one of the values that I takes on. तो I तो लेता है वैल्यू 1, फिर I becomes 2, then I becomes 3, I becomes 4, and then so on and so forth, and then I becomes n, मतलब takes on the value n or assumes the value n. So n is one of the specific values in this case. It's the nth term में हम कहते हैं ना, तो that's the n is a specific number in this case. And we don't know what that number is, तो इसको arbitrary कहते हैं, arbitrary number. It's a number, it's a specific number, but it can be any number. We don't know what that number is. I जो है वो variable है. N is not a variable here. ठीक है? In this expression, here, I is the index variable. I equals 1 to I का कोई मतलब नहीं बनता ना. Is this clear?
yes हो गया.
तो जिस तरह पिछली दफा किया था, third partial sum आपने लेना हो, तो the third partial sum would be sigma ai, I equals 1 to 3, which is the sum of a1 plus a2 plus a3. So that would be the third partial sum. Now, in the case of arithmetic sequences, आपके पास nth partial sum. So we're considering the sum of the first n terms of the arithmetic sequence. So अब हमारे पास arithmetic sequence है. What is the first term? It's a. अब हम क्या करेंगे? In order to find the nth partial sum of a given arithmetic sequence, हम थोड़ा सा एक manipulation करने लगे हैं. It's very simple. और आपकी book में बड़ा interesting anecdote भी लिखा हुआ है. It's about the famous mathematician Gauss, जिसकी class में when he was really young in grade school, तो teacher ने बच्चों को चुप कराने के लिए कहा था कि I want you to find the sum of the first 100 natural numbers. और वो he did it in a minute because he used this trick that we're going to use right now. It's the some very small sort of manipulation, algebraic manipulation. तो अब आप मुझे ये बताएं, what's the second term? And it's a nth partial sum, so we're adding these terms. What's the second term?
a2
A2 क्या होता है arithmetic sequence में?
a plus d.
It's a plus d. It's the first term plus the common difference. And since we're considering the first n terms, the sum of the first n terms, the nth term will be a plus क्या लिखूं मैं? Nth term क्या था? How many times do you have to add d to a in order to
n
get
minus 1 d.
Minus 1.
It's n minus 1d. So that's the nth term. So we have here, I've only written down, this is the sum of the first n terms, but here I have the first term, the second term, and here is this nth term. Now, if I write the nth partial sum again, but instead of writing it in this order, I reverse the order. So I write the nth term first. So that will be a plus n minus 1 times d, right? And then what is the n minus first term? That's a plus n minus 2d, right? And so on until I get to the first term, which is just a. So this is the same nth partial sum, लेकिन order reverse करके लिखा हमने. Now, if I add these two expressions, what do I get on the left-hand side of the equation?
Two A plus.
No, left-hand side. We're adding two equations.
Oh,
And so we add
two-
the left-hand sides of the two equations. And what do I get?
2SN.
2SN, thank you. And what do I get on the right-hand side? अब इनको add करें तो आप एक चीज देखें, a plus n minus 1d is 2a plus n minus 1d. And then what do you have here? 2a again plus n minus 2d plus d. So how many d's does that make?
Two.
इधर मैं लिखती हूँ
Sure.
n minus 2d plus d क्या बनता है? How many d's do you have?
1d.
अच्छा.
Okay.
What is n minus how many n minus 2 times d means that you have how many d's? n minus 2 d's, right? इसका मतलब है कि अगर आपके पास 2 और d's होंगे तो कितने d's बन जाएंगे? हाँ जी,
पता नहीं.
nd. You'll have nd's. You can, it's kind of like saying if you have 10 minus 2 d's. What is 10 minus 2?
मैम ये प्लस 2d कहाँ से है?
ये तो मैं आपको समझाने के लिए कर रही हूँ. ये this is just rough work. I'm explaining something to you. तो अगर आपके पास say n is 10, for example, if you have 10 minus 2 d's, how many d's do you have?
8.
Then 8. You have 8 d's. And if you add 2 d's
Yes.
to the 8 d's you have, how many will you have in total?
10.
You'll have 10
10
back, right? You'll have 10, right? So, और अगर आपने इसको expand करना हो, तो nd minus 2d plus 2d equals
nd.
nd.
10.
ठीक है, अब ये हो गया. अब हमारे पास असल सवाल क्या था? What did we originally, what were we seeking to find? We wanted to find the sum of n minus 2d plus d. And what is this?
nd minus d.
Yes, that's nd minus d. And that can also be written as, if you take d common, n minus 1d. अच्छा, अब ये तो है आपने इसको expand किया और कर लिया, right? लेकिन nd आया, फिर minus 2d आया, plus d किया तो nd minus d आया, and then you can rewrite it to get this form, right? But you can also see कि n minus 2 d's हैं आपके पास. If you add 1 d to it, to whatever, to the number of d's you already have, then you'll have n minus 1 d's, right? मतलब आपके पास 10 and at 10 minus 2 d's and you have 8 d's, you add 1 d, you have 9 d's, which is 10 minus 1. Is this clear to everyone?
हम्म
अच्छा, आप लोग ये थोड़ा सा ना प्रैक्टिस कर लीजिएगा। दिस इज ऐसी बेसिक अलजेब्रा जो आप लोग 7वीं 8वीं में मेरे ख्याल से करते हैं। यू नीड टू नो दीज थिंग्स। यू शुड बी एबल टू ऐड दिस ना, इधर से जो d प्लस n माइनस 2d है टाइम्स d, मतलब n माइनस 2 टाइम्स d। सो व्हाट डू यू गेट? n माइनस 1 d। सो आपके पास actually all the way to the nth terms 2a plus n minus 1d. It's the same expression that's being repeated how many times? आप सबको आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
यस मैम।
ओके, तो थोड़ा सा आप लोग सारे प्लीज कैन समबडी गिव मी एन आंसर। मुझे लग रहा है नोबडी इज लिसनिंग और फॉलोइंग है। मतलब आई इट्स थोड़ा सा वो हो जाता है ना, मुश्किल हो जाती है। इफ नो वन अंडरस्टैंड्स देन आई नीड टू explain myself better or in another way at least. So how many times is this term being added? It's the same term, right? You can see it's
n
2a.
टाइम
It's n times, thank you. So what do we have? 2sn equals n times. जब आप एक चीज को n times add करते हैं आपस में, तो that's basically multiplying it by n, right? So this is n times 2a plus n minus 1 d. So the nth partial sum of this arithmetic sequence, of any arithmetic sequence actually, because this was the general form, is n divided by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. अब एक तो ये फॉर्म हो गया, इसी को अगर आप रीराइट करें so that you separate the two a's, तो ये क्या है आपके पास? What is this expression here?
a plus n minus 1d
Is
is equal
A-N
जी, it's the nth term. That's correct. ठीक है?
yeah.
So this is the general form of the nth partial sum of an arithmetic sequence. So this is the sum of the first n terms of this arithmetic sequence, of any arithmetic sequence, sorry, this nahi, of any arithmetic sequence. This an arithmetic sequence is a special kind of sequence. This may every term is obtained by adding a common a number, a constant number to the preceding term. So a से शुरू होते हैं, फिर a plus d is the next term, and then a plus 2d is the next term. In that case, the nth partial sum is given by either of these two expressions, the equivalent expressions. ठीक है? अच्छा, अब examples देख लेते हैं. होता ये कि for me it's always been easier to just know this trick. क्योंकि if for some reason you don't remember the formula, you can easily derive it in less than a minute using this manipulation over here. So find the sum. So our example is find the sum of the first 50 odd numbers. अच्छा, ये आप लोग आधा मिनट लगा के इसको थोड़ा सा सोचें इसके बारे में. अच्छा ठीक है, योर TA शुएब साहब, वो जो भी सर शुएब आप बुलाते हैं, शुएब भाई, is asking you to write your names in the chat, or update your ID so that your names show, so that he can take your attendance. Did everyone hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Acha, and please, this is the final announcement because I saw him write a message in the beginning, and then he's asked again, and now he's asked me. So please, everyone, you won't be counted present if you don't update your name right now.
Thank you, Ms. Mariam. Boys, you don't need to write your name in the chat. Please rename your name, update your name. और अपनी आईडी स्टार्ट में लिख दें, एंड पे अपना नेम लिख दें, ताकि आपकी जो मेरे पास लिस्ट हो वो एक पैटर्न एक तरतीब में शो हो. So thank you. Don't write in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Shoaib. चलें फिर अब सबने कर लिया तो let's look at this example. I'll give you half a minute to finish doing that. अपना नाम update कर लें. चलें, let's look at this example. Find the sum of the first 50 odd numbers. अच्छा, first 50 odd numbers का क्या मतलब है? ये सीक्वेंस, इसकी शक्ल क्या है?
1 3
इसमें
5 7 9.
1 3 5 7 9. अब इस सीक्वेंस के पहले 50 नंबर्स हमें चाहिए, उनका सम फाइंड करना है हमने. तो what is, so we can directly use this formula that we just derived. What is the 50th partial sum of this arithmetic sequence?
मिस इसमें फर्स्ट टर्म
1
यानी
plus
कि
50 minus 1.
अच्छा, let's start. n क्या है इसमें? 50, right? And then what is a? That's 1. And what is the nth term? The 50th term?
49.
A plus
नहीं,
n minus 1d. 1
four.
plus
अच्छा
1 plus 49 into 2.
जी, ठीक है. आप देखिए ना, what is the 50th term? आपके पास odd numbers हैं, ठीक है? तो a50 will be given by a plus 49 times d. What is d in this case? D is 2. So a is 1, and then you have 49 times 2. And what does this make? 99. So this is your answer. This is 50 into 100 divided by 2, which is 2500. Is this clear to everyone? Any questions?
मैम वो फॉर्मूला ड्राइव की समझ नहीं आई है जो ऊपर आपने करवाया था, तो आवाज भी बहुत कट रही थी आपकी.
अच्छा, इसमें सिर्फ एक चीज करनी है कि पहले हमने nth partial sum का एक्सप्रेशन यहाँ पे लिखा. इसमें nth partial sum क्या होता है? You add the first n terms of the sequence, and since this is an arithmetic, हम general arithmetic sequence देख रहे हैं, तो पहला term a होगा, दूसरा a plus d होगा, nth term होगा a plus n minus 1 times d. अब इसी एक्सप्रेशन को हमने दोबारा इधर लिखा है. इट्स द सेम एक्सप्रेशन. फर्क सिर्फ ये किया कि जो आखिरी टर्म है वो पहले लिखी है, और मतलब ऑर्डर पूरा रिवर्स कर दिया है. तो सेकंड लास्ट टर्म को सेकंड टर्म के तौर पे लिखा है, और दिस इज द लास्ट टर्म, nth term, this is the n minus first term, and so on, and then you add a at the end. मतलब कि आप उल्टे तरीके से सारा कुछ लिख रहे हैं. इट्स द एग्जैक्ट सेम एक्सप्रेशन. तो फिर जब आप दोनों को ऐड कर दें तो you get 2sn on the left hand side, and on the right hand side आप जब a इन दोनों को ऐड करेंगे, इन दोनों को, तो आपके पास ये आता है 2a plus n minus 1d. फिर आप जब इन दोनों को ऐड करेंगे तो फिर आपके पास वही एक्सप्रेशन आता है 2a plus n minus 1d, and then so on and so forth. When you eventually add these two, then you get the expression 2a plus n minus 1d. So you can see that we have the exact same expression n times. तो n times ये expression है, तो 2sn लेफ्ट हैंड साइड को जब ऐड किया तो राइट हैंड साइड पे हमारे पास आ गया n times 2a plus n minus 1d right here. तो इसको sn फिर 2 से डिवाइड कर दिया लेफ्ट हैंड और राइट हैंड साइड को, तो दिस इज द एक्सप्रेशन. एक ये एक्सप्रेशन हमारे पास आता है, सॉरी एक ये आता है, और एक को अगर आप अलग-अलग करें तो फिर आपके पास ये एक्सप्रेशन आ जाता है. ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so and then we just plugged in the values in this example that we just looked at. तो वो हमने सॉल्व कर लिया है. अब इस एग्जांपल में एक और चीज इंटरेस्टिंग है कि अगर आप say you're considering the sum of the first 3 odd numbers, sum ये साइड नोट है, तो इसको ना ये फर्स्ट 3 odd numbers का सम क्या होगा? फर्स्ट 3 odd numbers क्या है? 1 3 5. So this is the third partial sum, s sub 3. अब इनको ऐड करना हो तो आपको क्या पता है? 1 plus 3 plus 5 is just 9. You know that. अगर इनको मैं represent करूं using dots से, और मैं इस तरह से dots लिखूं, अब मैं इन्हीं डॉट्स को दोबारा लिखूं, लेकिन इनका इस तरह से डालूं कि ऊपर 5 बनाऊं, फिर इधर 3 और फिर इधर 1, तो आपके पास क्या आता है? ये क्या शेप है?
Sequence.
नहीं शेप क्या है ये जो मैंने डॉट्स
A
बनाए हैं?
rectangle.
इट्स अ रेक्टेंगल. इसका नंबर ऑफ डॉट्स क्या है?
18.
18. How did you get 18?
6 times 3.
Right, 3 times 6 or 6 times 3. तो लेकिन this is how many sums are there in these dots? मतलब एक sum तो है ना 1 plus 3 plus 5. How many of these sums do we have here? एक वो सम है जो काले ब्लैक डॉट्स से represent हमने डाला हुआ है, और एक वो सम है जो रेड डॉट्स है, and they're the same. It's 1 plus 3 plus 5, and then 1 plus 3 plus 5 here, and then 1 plus 3 plus 5 in the opposite direction here. So what is the sum actually? इसको अगर s sub 3 में लिखूं, तो what is s sub 3? Is it 3 times 6 or 3 times 6 divided by some number? हम sum of first 3 odd numbers निकाल रहे हैं, और हमें पता है 9 है, लेकिन हम एक दूसरे तरीके से निकाल रहे हैं. I just want to show you something. This rectangle represents the sum of the first 3 odd numbers times, चलिए मैं यूं कह देती हूँ. What does this rectangle represent? Hello, कोई भी नहीं है जवाब देने के लिए. Any volunteer? It's okay if you're not correct. Just give me an answer, please.
क्या हमें सब पूछे?
मैं ये पूछ रही हूँ कि the sum of the first rectangle में है आपका 6 times 3 है ना, या 3 times 6 है, तो what is the sum of the first 3 odd numbers with respect to this rectangle? मतलब the rectangle gives you the sum of the first 3 odd numbers times क्या?
2.
Right, thank you. It's times 2. So basically S3 is 3 times 6 divided by 2. And this is, as we've already seen, it's 3 times 3, which is 9. So in general, आपके पास जब भी कोई odd number हो, कोई sum of some consecutive odd numbers हो, तो आप you can use this to find the sum. It's actually, ये क्या है? This is 3 squared. ठीक है? The sum of the first 3 odd numbers is, sorry, 3 squared. 3 squared. The sum of the first 4 odd numbers क्या हो सकता है? जी, that's correct. अब इस पिक्चर को मैं मॉडिफाई कर रही हूँ. तो इधर मैंने 1 रेड डॉट डाला है, फिर 3 रेड डॉट्स, फिर 5 रेड डॉट्स और फिर 7 रेड डॉट्स डाले हैं. तो you have a rectangle. What is the sum of the first 4 odd numbers? You know it's 16. You just add 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, it's 16, which is actually 4 squared. तो आप इस rectangle को देख के बताएं. Four times 8 divided by 2, which is 4 squared, which is 16.
मिस हमने हमेशा 2 से डिवाइड करना है
मैम पेपर में इस तरह का रेक्टेंगल तो नहीं आएगा?
मैं पेपर मोस्ट लाइकली बनाऊंगी नहीं, पर अगर अनफॉर्चुनेटली किसी को मेरे साथ करना पड़ गया अगले सेमेस्टर में प्री कैलकुलस, तो फिर शायद आ सकते हैं. तो मैं क्योंकि अगले सेमेस्टर में पढ़ा रही हूँ.
Ma'am, I have a question. Like,
जी.
if we have large number, here we have only 4 odd numbers to add. But if we have a long list of numbers, then how can we make this rectangle?
हाँ जी, this rectangle, I'm not going, I mean, this is not how you're supposed to do it. This is just a demonstration of something. Basically, असल में अगर I'm not sure if Miss Aisha will teach you the principle of mathematical induction, लेकिन मैंने सिखाई थी अपनी क्लास में. And so आपने अभी जो हमने sum of the first 50 odd numbers किया था, तो आपने इधर देखा था कि this is basically 50 squared. ठीक है? I didn't write that down for you, but this is 50 squared. 50 into 100 divided by 2, this is 1, this is 50, right? तो इधर भी आपने देखा है 3 squared आता है, फिर 4 squared आता है. In general, और ये मैं आपके लिए लिख रही हूँ. And the sum of the first n odd numbers is given by, or is, n squared. So this is basically what I was trying to demonstrate. This will come up again. हम इसको एक और तरीके से भी prove कर सकते हैं. इधर से जो मैं, what I was trying to get to was basically this fact that आपके पास अगर first n odd numbers का sum है और आप इस तरह का rectangle बनाए, तो rectangle की dimensions क्या होंगी? It will be n times 2n, and you will divide it by 2 to get s sub n, and this just gives you n squared. तो ये मैं दोबारा, जी
मैम जो ऊपर आपने ब्लू में किया हुआ है, थोड़ा ऊपर स्क्रॉल करना, मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछना था उसके हवाले से.
जी मैं आपको एक सेकंड में दे दूँ. Okay, basically this is 2n minus 1 plus 1. अब मैं इतने में नहीं जा रही because I feel like you're all confused. This is some food for thought. अगर आप explore करना चाहें इसको आप खुद से कर सकते हैं. और It's nothing to worry about. It's not exactly in your book. Uh, it's fine. अच्छा तो परेशान ना हो. We'll get back to our topic. हाँ जी, क्या सवाल था?
मैम ये 99 कैसे आया? इसकी समझ नहीं आई कि 1 + 99 कैसे आया?
Here. 49 times 2 is 98, and then 98 plus 1 is 99. हमने इधर निकाला था इसको. A50. The 50th term. That's the 50th odd number basically.
ओके, मतलब फॉर्मूला लगाया आपने वो n - 1 वाला?
जी जी.
ओके,
ठीक है.
थैंक यू।
You're welcome. अच्छा, अब अच्छा ये तो आप लोग अगर एक्सप्लोर करना चाहें, सोचना चाहें इस बारे में तो ठीक है. It's nothing to get worked up about. Don't worry about it. So, अब एग्जाम्पल है, how many terms of the arithmetic sequence 5, 7, 9, etc. must be added to get 572? So this is the example we're considering now. तो हमारे पास arithmetic sequence is given in this form. ये जो आपकी terms पहली 3 लिखी हुई है, इसमें a क्या है?
5
First term 5. What is the common difference?
2
तो and हमने find करना है कि कितनी terms add करनी पड़ेंगी to get 572. So the number of terms is n, right? This is what we're looking for. And what is given? Given, so we want to know what n is given. The nth partial sum is what? What is the nth partial sum?
572.
It's 572, right? So हमें पता है कि Sn, the nth partial sum of an arithmetic sequence, is n divided by 2 into a plus the nth term, this, which is just, अगर आप इसको rewrite करें, 2a plus n minus 1b, and all you need to do is then plug in the value. So you have 572 equals n by 2 into 2a, which is 10, plus n minus 1 into d. तो अगर आप इसको expand करें, you get a quadratic equation in what variable?
n
n. और इसको आप solve करें तो आपके पास एक ही positive number आता है, एक negative आता है. The positive number is 22, so n is 22. I'm not going to go through that. ये आप quadratic equations कर चुके हैं, अभी time नहीं है हमारे पास, तो n is 22. So how many terms do we have to add? We have to add 22 terms of this arithmetic sequence in order to get the sum 572. Is this clear? So that completes section 12.2 for us. And now we're starting section 12.3, which is on geometric sequences. अभी हम arithmetic sequences देखें, अब हम geometric sequences देखने हैं. और ये sequences किस form में होते हैं? In the form A, and then the second term is A times R, the third term is A times R squared, and then what will be the nth term? A times R to the power n minus 1, and then so on and so forth. So this is the form that a geometric sequence takes. इसमें क्या है? इसमें आपके पास पहला term है, the first term is A, and then the second term is obtained by multiplying A by R. And then if you multiply the second term by R, you get the third term, and so on and so forth. So here A is the first term, R is the common ratio. पहले हमने common difference देखा था, अब हम common ratio देख रहे हैं. And this term here is the nth term. Okay. sub n. अब हमारे पास एडिशन की जगह मल्टीप्लिकेशन हो रही है for each subsequent term. So as an example, if a equals 3 and r equals 2, then what will the sequence, the geometric sequence look like? What is the first term? 3. What is the second? 3 times 2, which is 6. What is the third term? It's either 3 times 2 squared, which is 3 times 4, or 6 times 2. Either way, it's 12. And then 12 times 2 is 24, and so on and so forth. The nth term is written generally as, the general formula for the nth term is a times r to the power n minus 1, which in this case becomes 3 times 2 to the power n minus 1. Acha. Second example, agar aapke paas the terms of a geometric sequence are given to be 2 minus 10, 50, minus 250, 1250, and so on and so forth. तो आप इसमें a क्या है? What is the first term? It's 2. What is the second term? It's minus 10. What is the common ratio? The common ratio is, it's minus 5. This is the same as 50 divided by minus 10, which is the same as 1250 divided by minus 250, and this is minus 10. ठीक है? And again, आपके पास r equals a k plus 1, या k plus 1 ले लें, a k ले लें, तो आप k plus same as a k divided by a k minus 1. ठीक है?
ये a k plus 1 a k minus 1 इसकी समझ नहीं आई।
ये तो है कि अगर आप k प्लस फर्स्ट टर्म को kth टर्म से डिवाइड करेंगे तो आपके पास कॉमन रेशियो आ जाएगा, या फिर आप kth टर्म को k माइनस फर्स्ट टर्म से, यानी कि आप जो सा भी टर्म सिलेक्ट करें उसको आपने इमीडिएटली पिछले टर्म से, जो द इमीडिएटली प्रीसीडिंग टर्म है, उससे डिवाइड करना है, एंड यू विल फाइंड दैट विल गिव यू द कॉमन रेशियो. सो आई रोट दिस डाउन फॉर यू राइट हियर ना. minus 10 डिवाइड बाई 2 किया, 50 डिवाइड बाई minus 10 किया, फिर 1250 डिवाइड बाई minus 250 किया. आप minus 250 डिवाइड बाई 50 भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आई जस्ट गेव यू मल्टीपल एग्जांपल्स. ठीक है? ये नोटेशन है जो मैं आपके लिए लिख रही हूँ, so that you're familiar with notation. K just represents any number. What you really need is that whenever you've selected a term, you have to make sure that you divide that term by the term preceding it to get the common ratio. अच्छा, example अब आपके पास है 3. This is example 2 पहले कर लेते हैं, आपकी बुक की example 2 है. Find the common ratio, first term, nth term, 8th term of the geometric series given by 5, 15, 45, 135, and so on. तो हमने क्या क्या find करना है? A, R, A, N, this nth term, and the 8th term. This is what we want to find. So A हमें पता है 5 है, R up is 15 divided by 5, which is 3. And then what is the nth term? An is given by a times r to the power n minus 1, which in this case is 5 times 3 to the power n minus 1. And using this, how do you find the 8th term? जी बताएं.
8 minus 1 कर देंगे ऊपर, तो 3 की पावर 7 ले लेंगे, उसको फिर 5 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे.
जी, that's correct. So the 8th term is given by 5 times 3 to the power 7, and that's जो भी आता है answer. It's actually 10,935. ठीक है? Now example 3. में उन्होंने आपको कुछ terms दिए हैं, the 3rd term, the 6th term, and you've been asked to find the 5th term. तो आपके पास गिवन है the third term 63 divided by 4 and the sixth term of a geometric sequence. अब ये information जरूरी है because you're going to use that. It's 1701 divided by 32 and you need to find the fifth term of this geometric sequence. तो a sub 3 हमें पता है formula use करके is a times r squared and we know that a6 is a times r5. तो अगर आप इनको divide करें, what are you, a6 divided by a3 gives you what?
R cube.
जी, it's r cubed. तो r cubed आपके पास क्या आता है? What is a6?
27 by 8.
It's 27 by 8.
Yes,
It's a6 जो है
it's 27.
a6 is 1701 divided by 32 which is 27.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
अच्छा, let me एक मिनट, मैं सिर्फ इसको इस तरह लिख देती हूँ. Divide करें by a3 तो can I write it this way?
Yes,
Do you all
yeah.
know that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so this is equal to r cubed. So what is this? How many times is second you divide 1701 by 9? Is this correct? This is 2 times and then 27. So you're right. This is 27 by 8, which is r cubed. ठीक है? Thank you. So what is r then?
3/2.
So you take the cube root. So that's 3 divided by 2.
1.5.
So what is a5 then? A times r to the power 4, which is, अच्छा हमने a तो निकाला नहीं अभी, तो a निकालने के लिए क्या करना है? We know that a cubed equals ar squared. What is a? What is r squared? 9 divided
9
by
by
4.
4.
हाँ जी. So a is then, which implies a equals 7.
7.
Right, that's correct. So a5 will be, मैं नीचे लिख देती हूँ. A5 will be this turns out to be 567 by 16. ठीक है? ये आप expand खुद कर लीजिएगा. Do you understand the process though?
Miss, why did you take the cube of R?
Either right here.
No, miss, at the very end where you wrote A5 equals AR raised to the power 4.
That's a mistake. Thank you. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for pointing that out. अच्छा, अब ये तो हो गया your introduction to geometric sequences. अब हम we want to look at the partial sum of a geometric sequence. अच्छा, अब इसको भी फाइंड करने का एक तरीका है. Again, the partial sum is just the sum of the first n terms of the sequence, which is basically in the case of a geometric sequence. अगर मैं इसको लिखूं, मैंने पीछे नहीं किया था. I should have done this for you for the arithmetic sequence as well. This is what is the, say, the ith or the kth term. The ith term of a geometric sequence. What is the ith term of a geometric sequence? Any guesses? You don't need a guess. Nth terms हमने देखी है ना? So n is a number basically, right? It's an arbitrary number, a specific number. हमें पता नहीं है कौन सा है, but it's a specific number. So n की जगह मैं कहूँ, what is the ith term of a geometric sequence? वो क्या होगा? चलिए पहले ये बताएं, what is the nth term of a geometric sequence? ये ऊपर लिखा हुआ है, स्क्रीन पे आपके आ रहा है.
AR power n-1.
Thank you. अब n की जगह मैं कहूँ, what is the ith sequence term of a geometric sequence?
AR I-1.
नहीं. Exactly. Thank you. Sorry. That's perfect. Fine. Thank you. It's A. So I'm going to write down here the ith term of a geometric sequence. It's A times R to the power I minus 1. That's the ith term. Okay, this is basically, this is your ith term of the geometric sequence. अब इसको I want to sum over I, as I varies from 1 to n, क्योंकि हम nth partial sum find कर रहे हैं. So I will assume the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, जो भी है up till n. So this is the same thing as saying A plus, that's when I is 1, I minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, so R to the power 0 becomes 1, and you have A. And then for the second term, when I is 2, you get your second term. It's A times R to the power 2 minus 1, which is 1, so you have A plus AR. And when I is 3, you have A times R to the power 3 minus 1. I की जगह आप 3 डालेंगे, so that's R squared, so you have AR squared, and so on until I becomes n, and then you have A times R to the power n minus 1. So you can find a similar, you can use the similar notation for the sum of the nth partial sum of an arithmetic sequence. So मैंने लिखा नहीं था. So that's an exercise for you all. I want you to express the nth partial sum or of an arithmetic sequence using sigma notation. ठीक है. अब इसका एक्सप्रेशन फाइंड डिराइव करने के लिए जनरल फॉर्म हम फिर थोड़ी सी अलजेब्रिक मैनिपुलेशन करेंगे. तो हम Sn लिखेंगे, and this is basically just A plus AR plus AR squared plus the nth term, which is AR to the power n minus 1. अब इसी सम को हम R से मल्टीप्लाई कर दें, तो you're going to have to multiply each of these terms by R. And what do you get? AR plus AR squared plus AR cubed plus ARN. Now you add both these equations, and on the left hand side you have Sn plus R. Sorry, you subtract these. Sn minus R times Sn, और अगर इसको मैं डायरेक्टली पहले ही कॉमन ले लूं 1 minus r को, तो this is the form the left hand side takes. ठीक है, on the right hand side a minus ar gives you what? अच्छा, एक्चुअली इस तरह ना करें, आप इस तरह करना है इसको, सॉरी मैं अब थोड़ी जल्दी में ना खुद भी अब आप लोगों को थोड़ा कंफ्यूज कर रही हूँ possibly. So we write the expression for the nth partial sum. This is the first equation, and then we multiply the entire expression for the nth partial sum by r. This is the second equation, and then you subtract the second equation from the first. And if you subtract in this way, the AR minus AR becomes 0. AR squared minus AR squared becomes 0. And then इसी तरह AR cubed minus AR cube becomes 0. So ये सारा minus हो रहा है ना. And eventually आपके पास क्या आता है? AR n minus 1 B cancel out हो जाता है. And in the answer you're left with A minus, because subtract हो रही है second equation, ARN. Now is this clear to everyone? So SN equals
यार n minus 1 क्यों कैंसिल होगा?
1 minus RN divided by 1 minus R. जी, this is the expression. जी दोबारा पूछिएगा please.
मैम AR n minus 1 क्यों कैंसिल हो जाएगा?
क्योंकि आपके इधर लिखा, अगर मैंने लिखा नहीं हुआ इधर, लेकिन इस टर्म से पहले जो टर्म आती है ना वो है AR. This is ये ARN minus 1, और फिर इसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे R से, तो फिर आपके पास ये वाली आती है टर्म. समझ गए?
यस.
ठीक है, तो दिस इज अ जनरल एक्सप्रेशन. ये जो मैंने लिख दिया आपको 1 minus R से डिवाइड कर दिया बोथ साइड्स. A, this is basically A into 1 minus RN, और ये आपके पास एक्सप्रेशन आ गया. तो अब here R cannot be 1. Can you see why? Can somebody tell me why I've written down this over here? Why I just said R
divided by 0 is undefined.
हाँ जी, exactly. So you can't have R equal to 1. Otherwise the expression becomes undefined. So our first example is the sum of these terms, 1 plus 4, the terms 1, 4, 16 plus 4096. So these are the terms of a geometric sequence जिसमें A क्या है?
1,
1. What is the common ratio? R?
4,
4. तो 4, you can see 4 divided by 1 कर सकते हैं, 16 divided by 4 भी कर सकते हैं. So you can see that the common ratio R is 4. And we want to find this sum. So this sum, and अब ये दो चीजें हैं. So you want to first find कि 4096 कौन सी मी term है? Which term this is 4096. So what is n here? N find करना है. So how do you find that? What is the nth term in a geometric sequence? ये जो आपको sum मांगा हुआ है ना, this is the sum partial sum. So this is say Sn. हम इसको Sn लिखते हैं, but we don't know what n is. How do you find n? जी?
ARN minus 1.
अच्छा, ठीक है. So we have 4096 equals A R to the power n minus 1. Or what is A?
That would be
A is just 1. R is 4.
yeah.
So 4 to the power n minus 1 is 4096, right? अब ये कौन सा होगा नंबर? इसको आप रीराइट कर सकते हैं 4 to the power n divided by 4 equals 4096. So 4 to the power n equals Is this correct? Do you understand this?
मैम 4 उधर जाके मल्टीप्लाई नहीं हुआ है.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. तो ये क्या बनता है? मतलब can you find this? ये आप लोग सारे कर सकते हैं ना? Can you verify that n equals 7? कि नहीं कर सकते ये? असल में we're running out of time. मैं ये खत्म करना चाह रही हूँ, ये जो हिस्सा है.
कर सकते हैं मैम, आगे करवाएं.
अच्छा चलें, आप इसको और तरीके से भी कर सकते हैं, मतलब इसको इतना एक्सपैंड ना करें, आप इसको इधर रहने दें. A simpler way, there are different ways to solve these types of equations. आपको पता है 4 to the power n minus 1 equals 4096 है. तो आपको ये पता है कि कौन से नंबर को 4 to the power what number gives you 4096? We know that 4 squared is 16. And so 4 to the power 4 is 256, which is 16 squared. And then 4 to the power, say, what is 6? 6 is 256 times 16. Does this
4
give
to
you
the
the...
raised to the power 6 होगा. Yeah.
जी ठीक है ना, which is 4096. So n minus 1 equals 6 and
7.
n equals 7. ठीक है, अब आपके पास ये हमें पता चल गया कि A7 is 4096. So what you're actually looking for is the 7th partial sum of the corresponding geometric sequence. And this is given by, हमारे पास expression ये है ऊपर जो इधर दी हुई है. So Sn मैं rewrite कर देती हूँ, equals a into 1 minus rn divided by 1 minus r, and r does not equal 1. And a in this case is 1. 1 minus r क्या है? 4. 4 to the power 7 divided by 1 minus 4. So this is basically just 1. You can ignore the 1. So 1 minus 4 to the power 7 divided by minus 3. And this is, the answer comes out to be 5461. So this is the 7th partial sum, or basically the sum of the numbers that were given to you, the value of the sum that was given to you. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा, एक आखिरी एग्जांपल है, बिकॉज we're going over time. अगर कहते हैं तो मैं सॉल्व कर देती हूँ, वरना आप खुद कर लें, जो आप कहेंगे मैं कर देती हूँ. If you have time, if you want to go through it, आप वरना ये खुद से जल्दी से कर लें. Find the sum given here where a equals, so अच्छा इधर आपको, this is what you need to find. अब इसमें a आपको पता क्या है? ये वही नोटेशन है जो मैंने आपके लिए इधर ऊपर लिखी थी, पता नहीं किधर गई अब, लेकिन इसमें a आपको देख के पता चलता है क्या है?
7.
इसको देख के A is 7, R is -2/3. So you've been asked to find the sixth partial sum. So basically you want to find the seventh partial sum. No, six.
So we just do a r raised to the power 5.
जी, अब क्या सवाल था? What was the question? Somebody just asked me a question. I'm sorry, मुझे समझ नहीं आई थी क्या था.
I said, can we just do a r raised to the power 5?
To find the sixth term,
Yes.
that would just be the sixth term. It wouldn't be the sum.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought we're
जी.
supposed to find the sixth term.
नहीं, you need to find the sum. ये find the sum और ये sigma notation भी sum को signify करता है. तो ये मैंने आपके लिए लिख दिया है. ये expression है. This is the expression. And I can actually plug in the values for you too quickly. So this is 1 minus r क्या है? -2/3 to the power 6 divided by 1 minus r, which is 1 minus -2/3. अब ये आपने be careful about the signs, क्योंकि r is negative, तो minus करना है इसको, तो this will become positive. 1 plus 2/3 हो जाएगा. So this is, you just need to evaluate this expression now. ठीक है? Do you have any questions?
No.
अच्छा, आप if you can give me half a minute, आप लोग प्लीज देख लें सारा कुछ, और कोई सवाल है तो मैं I'll be back in about 10-20 seconds. तो आप I'll be around for a couple of minutes, तो आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं.
When will we get the recording of this lecture?
Okay, sorry, अगर आपको if you have questions मुझे बता दें, otherwise I'll say फिर खुदा हाफिज़.
मैम
And
मेरा
जी
एक क्वेश्चन है बस.
हमें रिकॉर्डिंग मिलेगी इसकी?
जी बताइए.
मैम क्वेश्चन ये था मेरा कि फॉर्मूला होता है ना an-1 मल्टीप्लाई बाय d. तो हम लोग अगर टोटल सम ले रहे हो, हम ये फॉर्मूला अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते? n/2 करना जरूरी होता है? ये क्या वजह होती है कि n/2 जरूरी करेंगे हम लोग?
वजह ये है कि हमने डिराइव किया है. सो आप देखें, बात सुने, आप nth टर्म को खाली लिखेंगे तो वो तो गलत है ना, क्योंकि आपके पास उसके पीछे n-1 टर्म्स है जो आप ऐड कर रहे हैं उसमें, तो उनका क्या हिसाब किताब है, वो किधर जाएंगे? how can you just write the expression for the nth term for the when you're finding the sum of the first n terms? तो you need to account for all of that, और हमने derive किया, मतलब basically it's not, हमने arbitrarily नहीं लिख लिया अपनी मर्जी से, we actually found an expression here for the sum of the first n terms, the nth partial sum, और उसकी वैल्यू हमने निकाली है, मतलब ऐसे नहीं किया कि अपनी मर्जी से कह दिया। और उसमें भी खाली a n नहीं आता, उसमें उस एक्सप्रेशन में भी a पहले आता है, उसमें ऐड होता है a n, and then you multiply this sum by n divide by 2. So this is the
Okay, ma'am.
process we use to find the sum, an expression for the sum. So that's why it's valid, क्योंकि proof है हमारे पास that it's valid. ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. And this is valid for all arithmetic sequences, क्योंकि ये हमने एक general form निकाला है, and it will always be true. Okay, and somebody else had a question?
तो इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग कहाँ से मिलेगी हमें?
मिस, ये तो अच्छा, ये थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड क्वेश्चन है, क्योंकि रिकॉर्डिंग मुश्किल होगी मेरे पास या एक्चुअली शोएब भाई के पास, बिकॉज ये लंबी कहानी है. दिस इज अ पर्सनल जूम अकाउंट दैट शोएब वेरी काइंडली प्रोवाइडेड मी विद, especially because of ये जो circumstances हैं, मतलब यूनिवर्सिटी के, और फिर because of unfortunately मिस आयशा के जो circumstances हुए हैं, तो I don't know if I'll be able to give you a recording. If you have questions, feel free to ask me or Shoaib or your TAs. तो वैसे मैं पता कर लूँगी.
Hello, hi. So regarding the recording, I'll try I'll provide a link somehow. अगर ये process हो जाती है सारी recording local host पे, तो I'll try to give you a link. I'll upload on YouTube and will send you a link.
Thank you, Shoaib. Any other questions? अच्छा चलें, ठीक है. तो मेरा ईमेल एड्रेस मेरे ख्याल से आपके पास होगा, अगर ज़रूरत हो तो आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. तो अगली दफ़ा से होपफुली इंशाल्लाह खैर से मिस आयशा आपको पढ़ा रही होंगी. एंड वी आर इन द मिडल, वी स्टॉप्ड इन द मिडल ऑफ सेक्शन 12.3. इन्फिनिट, सम ऑफ इन्फिनिट सीरीज का काम रह गया, तो वो इंशाल्लाह करेंगे नेक्स्ट टाइम. चलें, ओके, अल्लाह हाफिज़.